Hey everyone, it's Will, GamerDad, with another video for you. So in today's video, I'm actually going to do something I haven't done for a few weeks now, and I believe there's a new chapter in the mysterious Vortex where we can grind out some additional materials after the last chapter has been done. Now, if you haven't already, make sure you like and subscribe to my channel. I really appreciate it. I also do have a Patreon account for those who want to support me that way. So again, this was my very first time foraging in here, and I imagine it'll be the same as before. You'll have the chance to grind out materials. Let's take a look at the rewards right off the bat. So we only need, 54.1. And note that we are able to grind out some chronostones. So for those who are relatively poor in that area, we can just go for it right away. Now, to be fair, I'm not sure if this team is going to be able to handle it. However, this is the same team that I use in the Omegopolis dungeon. I find that the mix of having magic and physical attacks is more than capable. Also, just like before, I do have Nona in the back. I'm assuming that Nona will get Shadow here. So let's take a look at my setup here. Okay, weak to Pierce or Wind. Weak to Magic. Okay, should be no problem. So with a couple preemptive moves from Horai Jewel followed by Inferno, it's an instant win. I do spec out my team, as you probably know by now, to make sure you have maximum, you want the Horai Jewel to be faster than Inferno. So make sure you have ASTO faster than Garyu. She does have a Luna weapon, which you've seen me talk about and use many times. And that does give 30 speed. So she's not there for DPS, right? She's there to set pain and poison, and then everyone else just wins. Don't forget that even my waifu, Suzette, does need both pain and poison active in order to get maximum DPS. Okay, so I'm assuming this is going to be very much the same as other dungeons associated with Nona. We're going to have to kill all the mobs and get some treasure chests in order to upgrade. I'm not really sure if you're actually upgrading defenses at this point or anything like that. I also don't know if there's anything else special. I don't think there are any other special bosses, at least. So we'll take a look at how many chests there are available here. One good thing about also killing all the mobs here is you'll get 100 mob rewards in terms of the chronostones by killing everything here. Although you don't get the overworld materials, so you'll still have to do that if you want everything. Okay, first area is done. 2 chests only. Again, there are rare areas, so I imagine that you'll just have to see if the names are different. Again, being my first foray, I'm not sure which one is which. Now, this is one of those bosses that's really, really annoying. 20 hit barrier. Not a big fan. That being said, should be weak to magic. Oh, weak to everything, I guess. And then we're just going to bar it down. I didn't have a full bar. And it really doesn't matter at this point since we do have Tetra curing that poison status. Other than that, just blast it away. So if you have a barrier pierce unit, obviously that would be auto win. Cesta. And don't forget that that poison, that attack, also does reduce all your int power and speed. So your units are going to do less damage if not able to clear it on turn 1. So very, very unfortunate that we were hit by that. However, we are done. And I'm hoping that we can build up another bar right before the final boss. Because, again, if it's anything tougher than what I've seen in the past, we're going to have some tough times there. Okay. So again, a fair warning, this is a level 80 dungeon. So if you are, relatively new to the game and you've only gone through the Apocrypha at standard level, this is going to be tough for you. So bear in mind that you don't have to tackle this right away. You can always wait until your team's kind of comped out before doing that. And keep in mind, I do have all the grass stuff for pain all set up. I'll show you the loadout at the end of the video. However, those who've watched me at any point should know that I have a pretty standard amount with either the agony or the pain. Also, I do have a 255 Garyu as well as a 125 Suzette. So the damage you see here may not be comparable to your own if you have less. One thing I don't like about these dungeons though, they don't mark the chests, and so you do have to fully wander through. Also, one thing different than I noticed with this one versus other ones is that with the chests, usually they're kind of in the corners. Note that they're in the middle of the hallway, in which it throws me off just a little bit, which means you have to fully explore it, and then in subsequent runs, you have to remember exactly where to go. Okay, just want to make sure I didn't miss anything, and we are going to go on to the last one. So it's funny, my friend actually said, oh yeah, this is not one dungeon that you can just auto run, and I'm like, what are you talking about? I mean, we can one-shot everything, right? I see what he means, because you have to fully path it out just in case until you know where everything is. And so I'm going to have to path everything through. Sorry for wasting everyone's time. And again, there's another horror here. So if I burst that down, I'm going to have no AF bar for the final. Okay, so there's one chest there. Ah, nice, in the corner. Let's just get the sparkle. So maybe a solution to that is for those who have Flam AF. Don't forget that at the start of every battle, you will have an AF bar, half AF bar. And so if you are finding it difficult to clear this dungeon and you need AFs all the way through, including the boss, then just bring AF Flam. I know she's only one unit and there aren't that many substitutes for it, but it is an option for you. Otherwise, the other option is to bring something like Ultimate Defense ×3. Such as AS Radius. She doesn't do much in terms of DPS, but you'll be safe for the vast majority of any fights, including the horror. Okay, let me know in the comments below what team you've already brought, or if you've already actually cleared it because it's been out for a couple of weeks. What team and you know, what else did you end up getting? Stupid barrier. Okay, let's go. 20 hits, right? Well, good thing Undying Shade does, there you go, does 4 hits. So with an AF, absolutely no problem. And there you go. If you're wondering why the damage is low, don't forget that 1 hit was enough, being that it was weak, to kind of kill it. And then once it's removed, once it dies, all the buffs and debuffs are removed, so you're not really stacking a lot of pain in that extra damage. A lot of damage is based off those Grasta's enhancements, especially the pain and poison. And it doesn't really matter. I don't care if it's all 9s or just a couple million. As long as you beat the the enemy, all good. Okay, so if I'm not wrong, I believe it's just 222 in terms of chests, and they're just points and other things. So I'm sure there's a chance of getting chant scripts here. Oh, very beautiful. However, of course, I didn't see it in my first run. Oh wow, murmur script ×10, like we needed that. Well. Okay, let's see what we're up against. Okay, Vessel of Chaos. We don't have a way to overwrite that, unfortunately, so it's going to be a little bit of a slog. Let's see if one shot can do it. Remember that, I think, oh, there you go. I think Chaos Zone does enhance all 4 elemental types, and so I guess Garyu's 1-hit blast from fire was enough. Well, that makes it easy. I would argue that the horror might be more difficult than the boss, but anyways, great. We're done. This should have a chance for opuses, chance, treaties, and other things. I only got 3 crappy badges. Oh, but I do get a Nona Light! Yeah! Oh, sorry, Nona Shadow. Yes! My shadow accumulation on this team has been terrible. Okay, so let's get our reward, which is like, 20 stones or whatever it is. And we get some rewards which you can claim. Some of them are directly in the inbox. So just keep in mind, you'll have to claim all these anyways. 20 stones right off the bat, and some murmurs, nothing like that. So yeah, you get a few things right off the bat. And let's just show the Loda as usual. And you can see how bad my Nona Shadow has been. Okay. Again, I do apologize for having this out so late. Really have been working on other materials. Not only that, of course, life's been busy. Summer is always a little bit more challenging because, we're out a lot with the family. And I'm still working, actually. I don't have any time off until next week. And speaking about that, I will actually be on a cruise starting this Sunday. Note the 22 shadow only. And because of that, I will have very limited access to data. So may not see me online very much. And so, in that case, hopefully I'll see you back in a week or so. If I can check in, I will check in. Otherwise, have a great week, everyone, and I will see you when I get back. Bye for now, and thanks for watching. We'll see you next time.